Welcome back to another episode of Chookolingo Vibes on the job experience. Working with the Fenimore Brothers out of Iowa. All right, there we go.
All right, guys, we are in day 2 of operation. And as you can see, we just have this to do, which we're doing piece by piece, getting loaded in the back of that trailer. We're not wood chipping because the wood chipper can't chip this fat size of log.
That's what she said.
So pretty much we're just chopping piece by piece. He's tying a rope. We guide it down so it doesn't hit these wires. And then it gets loaded there with this little dingo over here. That's the little dingo. And that's what we're going to be doing for the next few hours. So see you when it's all done.
Here,
Yeah.
And hang on to those teeth.
Yeah.
And then you can steer it without it being wobbly. You can have more control over the load.
Yeah, they got me on line duty. Heavy piece of log. He had to reposition the truck. We moved the truck from there. He's here now. Going back up. Sometimes you just have to reposition.
That's what she said.
I finally got to drive that for the first time, so that was cool. I must say it's been pretty awesome working with these guys. These guys are very nice to me and allowing me to try different new things and work some of the equipment. I think it's pretty cool. I think they also see that I'm very cautious. I take my time. Because this job is all about safety first. That's one of the main things you learn being on this job site is keep your head on a swivel, you know?
How do you all prepare for your shifts every day?
Well, mostly nicotine, caffeine, and hate, but most of all being miserable together as a brotherhood.
Nice. Safe.
I'll have this got in 15 minutes.
I think this 500 feet in oil.
see that? You see it going from this dark color to this kind of metallic color. That's what you want to see. I usually do about, depending on how bad it's cutting, 5 to 10 strokes per tooth. Fucking gives you arthritis. And sometimes, like I've had guys like the Big Red Bear, if he was dragging brush and I'd have to take a second to do this, he'd think I was doing it to get out of work. And it's like, motherfucker, this is work. It's tedious. It's monotonous. Tooth after tooth. Your wrist right here your tendons start to kind of tense up. Starts to hurt. You cannot wait to finally see that last silver tooth on the second side that you're doing. You get through the first side and you got a little bit of energy still in you. The time you're done with that last tooth on this big bar,
Yeah.
man, you just hope, fuck, I hope this thing's cutting, because if I got to do this shit again. And they got the ones that you could just hold a little button in it, but I don't like those, man. It doesn't get it as sharp. That's how I've been doing it for the last 20 years. You missed it, huh?
The camera had a fucking delay. But there it is, guys.
Yeah. Well, I suppose I'll run this down. Hopefully I got that motherfucker cutting a little bit more like butternut flutter muffin, but
And I really don't need it because this is in half. I just got to get through half of it all the way down.
Well, that's it for this job site. While we were on site, we got compliments from the neighbor across the street. She said we did a professional job. And then another lady across the road, she brought us cookies, homemade cookies, which was a pretty interesting experience to have. So it looks like the guy's work speaks for itself and it's its own advertisement.
Swap out between this one and this one.
All the way up.
The track came off on this one. We switched the grappler onto that one. I don't know. It's gonna have to cut it more. It's still too heavy for that thing. If it touches the dirt, it could dull the blade. That's why he has to slow down when he gets to the dirt.
One thing you'll notice about this job, at least for me, I learned to have a whole new level of respect because everything about this job is about physics, leverage, gravity. You want all the machinery, you want to use gravity, you want to use whatever leverage or mechanism you can to get things pulled apart. Like for example, this piece of log, right? He's just allowing the gravity and leverage to do the work in order to break off that last piece, and there he is. I mean, it's just fascinating to me how this whole job requires you to have a high level of intelligence. This is not just some simple tree cutting service. This is knowing every little aspect and constant awareness, you know.
Right now we're waiting on our 10 socket to fix this truck. While we're waiting on that, he loading with that one. Picking up whatever pieces here and loading in the back of that truck. Normally they have a trailer that they put it in, but the trailer went to get serviced. So right now they're working with what they have. Yeah, done. Well, that's the game now, is clean up. Just had to clean up and we're done with this job site. Tomorrow he got that job to do that tree and somebody's tree over there. So they got 2 more jobs in the area. While being here, working on site is the advertisement. People saw us working and came and asked about doing those other trees. Got the second one working again. He fixed the track. So now they're back in business. And now they're using the 2 of them side by side. When he picks up one, he dumps one. Look at the brothers go. Brother number 1 making his dump. Brother number 2 picking up his pieces. Voila! All right, guys, that's it. You guys got one more to do. Got these 2 little pieces of logs to load up, and we're out of here. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you. And that's a wrap. Out on the job today again. He's gonna back up against this hill and we'll take that little stump grinder. That yellow machine there on the back is a stump grinder. And we're gonna grind some stumps today. I think he's got 1 stump there, 1 stump there, some stumps up here. That little thing right there, that grinds the stumps down. So when you ask a company to come out and grind your stump down, that's what that does. I'll tell you what, my personal feelings about it. I feel like it's a very fulfilling job because it feels very like you're connected with nature, you're outside, and you're actually visually seeing your results as you move through the day, as you work. I'll probably say that's one of the satisfactions I get working out here, and I've been working in tech so long that I forgot what it felt like to work outdoors. And don't worry, they don't mind me filming because they know that once we start to work, cameras off and I work with them, but in between that time I know where I can film and where I can't. So don't worry about it. We've had this discussion already and they appreciate it. So they're gonna grind these stumps today. And that's what that machine's gonna grind down. See, when they cut the tree down, it leaves that much. That machine will grind everything down to the earth. What are we checking, boss man?
We're gonna check the oil and check the gas too, because
Okay.
if we don't have enough,
You need a
gas, I gotta go in and get some.
cloth or something.
All right, oil's good.
All right. And then next on the list.
The battery needs scrubbed off, but it's working, so that's just on the to-do list.
Yeah.
That's just a lot of corrosion. Just check the fuel level. Well, either way, Sam, you'll get started here, and then I'll run in and get some fuel. Yep. So with these stumps, yeah, you can see where it is, but it's definitely needs top up.
And this is hydraulic pressure or something?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
We're good there. So these don't have to go very deep. I would go like just enough to get some topsoil and grass seed and get grass to grow. This is just, you know, he's not planting anything back here.
No, I counted 11 big ones, and then there's some smaller ones kind of in this.
Nope, none of that. Just these ash stumps, and then there's one elm stump down there past that pine tree on the corner. And then let's just hit these grease points with some. Actually, that's.
I did that yesterday.
Okay, perfect. All right, we're good then. All right, I'm gonna run in and get some gas. So Mahesh,
Yeah.
basically, as he grinds these, you'll probably just have to wait until he gets completely done with a stump, and then you take the Dingo, which you got good at using yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Get that broom on and just push the shit into a pile.
Okay.
Once everything's nice and consolidated, the chips, then at the end we'll put the bucket on it.
Scoop it up. And dump it
Yeah,
in
and
the
I think once we get to that point, hopefully I can drive around this part, and we can just bring the truck straight into this area.
Got it.
And just
start
load
loading
it
up.
straight onto the trailer. Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Keep all these in this pile.
Yeah, and Mahesh, you can grab the Dingo right now and start taking these chunks off. Rock and roll.
God bless the messenger true. Words of fire feel renewed. In this storm we push through. Jah love make all things new.
I immediately said, I fucking love it.
All right. So I'm just loading this over here, but check out what that machine's doing. That's grinding the stumps down. When you call a company to grind a stump down, that's what they use. Well, at least that's what this company uses. See how it's grinding away section by section? All right, back to work. Imagine if I fell in there. That would suck. Cool thing about outdoor jobs, you get to see horses. That's it. And that's how you change attachments from the claw to the shovel.
Guys, just scoop that crap motion tank on there and then dump it in the trailer. I got the ramps in here, so let's put the ramps up.
All right. So pretty much my job is, you see all these holes where they had all those brown patches was tree stumps. So every time you finish grinding it, I'll scoop up all the extra, dump it in there, and then flatten the hole with the bucket on this thing here. And then when he finishes doing what he's doing, I'll continue all the way down. So while he's grinding the stump, I'm coming back through and flattening out, filling the holes, and then making my dump. And then I wait for him to do the next one, and like that we go in. That's how I'm able to do this mini conversations in between. last one. So we grind all the stumps, and then I'm shoveling up all the mulch and dumping it in the trailer. So we're on the last one now. So I think after this we might be done. And then load up equipment. I think we have to make a dump, come back, load up the equipment, and then come up. So I'm looking at that swing over there, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go swing on it. But then I was like, I'm at work, and I'm a grown man, and this is somebody else's yard. Oh well.
Stay tuned for more awesome content by Mahesh Chookolingo. Please remember to share, like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. And please also comment what type of content or topics you would like me to share or discuss. Your input keeps this journey alive and evolving.